Hello guys again, it's Teresa, Carolina Girl Wreaths. Welcome back to my channel, my subscribers. And if you're new, thank you so much for landing on me or just popping up on me. So today I'm going to be making a really simple, easy bubble wreath. Many of y'all probably know this style or method, but I'm going to be using it with the Dollar Tree 5x6" deco mesh. And I just want to show you, I discovered this a while back, and I wanted to share it with everybody. This here little basket, now I have a wreath roller that I keep my mesh on, a mesh roller. But this was so neat, I thought, and I know she looks a little funny, but this is one of those days I couldn't find. Well, she's a little basket here. I just picked up at the Dollar Tree. That's another store that we all love, I think we can say. And I just, you really need 3 dowels to put in her. As you can see, I've just put my mesh, the little small mesh, through the dowel and then through the hole here on each side. Okay, well, I couldn't find but one. I don't know. I'm going to have to buy me some more. So I just, for the next two, for today's tutorial, I just put me a couple of pipe cleaners through the blue and the white, which works great, actually. You don't even really need no dowels. And just kind of turn them down so they couldn't come out, but I don't think they will. It just made me an easy, because we're doing the 3 shades together, mesh roller. So I thought that was pretty neat. Just perfect little basket for these rows. So this is what we're using today. The Dollar Decorative Mesh you can find at Dollar Tree. It's 6 inch by 5, and it is deco mesh. And one thing about it, when you shop for this kind of Dollar Tree, I have found in the past, check your edges, because sometimes if you see a lot of fraying in the edges, grab you another roll. For some reason, I've gotten so many in the past before that was terrible. So if you'll just look at your edges where these are kind of like clean and no fraying anywhere, you can see like they're good rows. So we're going to be using them. And of course, we're going to faithful Dollar Tree wreath frame. I'm getting low, but here she is. Okay, this is the one with the 6 section, 14 inch. So, and then we're going to need pipe cleaners. A total of 15 cut in half. So that gives you a total of 30 pipe cleaners. And the little sign I've got to go on it today, I thought she was really cute. So we just got over Memorial, but July 4th's coming up. So I chose her. Okay, so let's see here. To get started, this is really, really simple. So all you're going to need you're going to need 6 rows, two colors of each one. So you're going to need 6 rows. Okay, so I'm going to get you down here. I hope everybody's doing good today. Okay, I'm left-handed, so I'm going to be working this, I guess you could say this way. You'll probably be going the other way. And all we're going to do here is take, let's see, another little pipe cleaner here. And a lot of you are probably familiar with this method. I'm sure you are. But if you're new, this is really a good beginner's method. This is my first one I ever made 5 years ago, this method. And and believe it or not, I had to do it a couple times before I even got it right. But we're just going to take, I've got our 3 meshes here. She's on a little basket. Red, white, and blue. And just right here, you're going to just gather her up on the end. Make your little tail out of her end. Try to keep your edges turned under. Helps a lot better. I always like to clean mine up a little bit, so just cut some of that fraying off. Okay, Now you can either use a zip tie here, whatever you like. We're just going to be working on the 2 inner rings. So I just want to place her right here. I'm going to go down through here and tie her. I'm just going to tie her on one ring here to hold her down securely. And like I said, you can use a little 4-inch zip tie, will work fine too. Just turn that over. Get it as tight as you can. That's going to be our beginning. Our little tail. Okay, so this wreath has 6 sections, so we're going to do 5 bubbles in each section. So we're just going to measure out. Everything's a little backwards to me sometimes, guys. Being left-handed is a little odd. Okay, going to measure out. I'm going to actually do like, let's see, an 8-inch bubble. You can do what you like, 8-inch, 10, but I'm trying to make the rows last. So I'm going to take a 9-inch bubble, and just when you get it made, just push it up here to where you're starting. Take your pipe cleaners. I should have had this folded in half. It helps to have them already folded in half. Just go down in the center of your 2 rings. Just simply just tying it. Kind of get it as good as you can. Just fold them down. I just fold mine down. Or some people even go back and trim them if it's what you like. Okay. Then we're going to go on to the next one. And as you make them, 9-inch ones, just keep on pushing it up against the last bubble you made. Put your little same way. You might even twist it good from not having to turn it over, but it's totally up to you. You can always go back and tighten them up. Give them a couple twists. So I think I'll just twist a few, then I'll clean it up in a little bit. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do, that's 2. So we're doing 5 in each one. I'm doing 9-inch bubbles. Like I said, it's totally up to you. If you want to do more bubbles, bigger bubbles, then just get you a little more mesh. As always, I just want to say thank you to all who's watching me today. It always means a lot. So if you are new and you found you like this tutorial, please check out my others. Give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to me, please. That would make me so happy. And if you don't like this one, well, like I say, there might be one you do like. Okay. Just continue around. Don't worry about how they look sometimes when you get them on, because we're going to go back. We're going to spread them out some. And one reason I like this method too, you don't have to do no cutting. Actually, no cutting like, you know, when you, the other ones you kind of have to cut your sizes of mesh out and all. And this does make a pretty wreath. Okay, so we're going to go. So I'm thinking this is our 5th one. Let's see, make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Again. Same thing here. Okie dokie, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up around. Then we're going to separate them apart, see how she looks. Okay? Okay, so here she is. She's all bubbled up. And what you'll need to do is just go back and you can either, what I'm gonna do, I like to separate my 3 colors, which takes a while, but it's worth it. And I meant to tell you, when doing your bubbles, make sure that your mesh, when you have the colors in order, that they stay that way the whole time, that just like you started with. So when you separate them, it'll be the same order. And then here's the back. Okay, it's gonna look like that. And when you get done, remember you got 6 sections, 5 bubbles in each section, giving you a total of 30 bubbles. Okay, so I'm just gonna work on pulling some out and show you how to separate them. Just take the top. I take my top to the right, and blue's on the bottom. I take it to the left. Just do it gently. Just pull it apart a little bit. Leave your white in the middle, or what color you have in the middle. Just it stays in the middle. And just pull your red off some. Okay, just separate them just like that. Keep pulling a few out. It does take a little while, but you can do it. The more you make these, you get better at it. Let's see. Sometimes they're hard to... Okay, my blue's going to go out on the bottom, left side. Right, my reds to the top, leaving my white some in the... You're just separating them to give it just a pretty effect look. Do I make sense? Sometimes I know I don't make sense. For those of you that have been following me, my subscribers, y'all, from day one, if you've watched my first tutorial, you know how I am. It's just me. I cannot help the way I am. I am just me. I'm like this off camera. I know some things. I don't know everything, but anyhow, just... If I say something wrong or don't pronounce a word right, forgive me. So, okay, so just continuing on. You know, pulling out your... If you see a little stray, happen to see a little stray somewhere, because decal mesh, it is gonna fray sometimes. It just cannot be helped. But I actually got some good rows of this mesh right here, because the ends were perfect, and there wasn't no bad raveling on any of them. So I'm just going to give you an idea right here what we're doing here when I'm separating them. And you know, it does just give it a pretty look. Looks like one big row of multicolor, but you've got 3 rows. Okay? So I'm going to finish all the pulling them out. Like I said, you can either pull them out your choice or leave the bubbles like they are. Just, if you leave them like they are, just go back and just kind of push them all up, making sure your edges are in, like this white here is in, or the red. So it's really up to you, but there's how it looks pulled out. And then the next thing we're going to do is put her sign on. Okay, guys. So here she is. All the bubbles are separated. Isn't that cool? Looks like one piece of multicolor mesh, but it's 3 pieces that we just put together, and the purpose of it is to pull it out like this, giving it that pretty little mixture look. You don't have to separate your bubbles, that's fine, but I really like that. So simple like. And here's the back. Back's gonna look like this. Fold the back, the pot cleaners are folded kind of neatly. Now separating the bubbles does take a little time, but it's worth it, you know. So now we're going to head on to our sign. And I've went ahead and attached just to save a little time. And here's the pretty little sign again. Dollar Tree. So all I've done for this one is I've just glue gun my 2 pot cleaners, measured out where I wanted to put them. Make sure I let them dry good enough. So we're just going to find us a place that we want to insert this down in the mesh. real lightly. See if I can get you good. Okay. Just barely insert it down the mesh some. You can go even between the bubbles is fine. And you can attach it to one of the rings. I usually do that. I prefer that really so I know that way it's on. And I really don't want to tear my mesh. So just go in between one of your bubbles and let's see. Find you one of your rings. There we go. And I'm just going to simply put her right here on the end. Give her just a little twist there. Times. Okay. And one thing good about the sign with pipe cleaners now, you can always come back and move it. It's not right. Okay, and then we're just gonna get up here and do the other side. And I have a few more, just a few little more pieces of decor I've got that I'm gonna put on here, and I may put a bow yet. I'm not decided, but because honestly, until I get it hung up, I really can't see for sure what I want on it or how I want it. Okay. Same way here, work it around. Yeah. Okay. So if you see any strays, you know, just clip them off. And I said, the deco mesh does raffle, but I had some pretty good rows of mesh here though. Weren't that bad frayed and all. Okay, so see how it's so cute. You know, you can work it to your perfection. You know how you want it. I have to go back and work with it some more, the colors and all. So maybe I need to separate a little bit more, but there she is. Okay, so the few little things I'm going to add on to, I've just chosen, well, this actually came with a little sign. Y'all probably seen it if you've been in Dollar Tree. It's some little summertime popsicles. Red, white, and blue. Stars and stripes. So I've just got, let's see, I got one prepared already. I just done, on the back, just put a little half of a pipe cleaner. Made sure it's glued on good. And I just want to find a place lightly somewhere. Now this may have to go down into the mesh, but they're light, so the signs are light, so just feed it kind of in like a little light piece. You could use a little zip tie too, but I just didn't really want to have to put any holes in this little one. Afraid I might would bust it up or something putting a drill through it. So just kind of feed with it through the mesh lightly. Little area on the end. Okay, when you get it on, you just want to twist it around the other one a little bit to keep it on. Okay, so we got that one on. Got that one on. Can you see? My bad, camera. There we go. So okay, this last time I'm going to go ahead and put her on my door like I always do for you. And next you see her better, I'll have the other two popsicles on and I'll see what I think about the bow. Okay. Okay, everyone, here she is up on my little closet door I use. She's kind of cute, isn't she? I hope you think she is. I mean, she's just a little simple wreath made with the 5x6" mesh from Dollar Tree. Just sometimes people don't like a really big wreath, so this is just a cute, nice size. And I went ahead and I put the popsicles on. All I did was like I showed you, glued the pipe cleaner, attached it, fed it through between the mesh, and just twisted it lightly. And then I put this bow on here. This is my little baby designer bow. I actually have a tutorial on this bow here for a big one, a big designer bow that I put up. If you hadn't seen it, please check it out. I can't tell you how simple this bow is. I'm blown away. I love my Bodabra, but when I saw how to make this, I thought, wow, where have I been? So I wanted to share that. I think she looks cute. I placed her there. You could probably put her on the top or any way you want to arrange it. So there she is. And so I hope everyone likes her. If you do like it, please let me know. And if you're new, please just tell you. If you're new, please, I would really just love it if you would subscribe, give me a like, come back. If you didn't like this one, I always say there's maybe one that I do that you might like. Okay? So, I always like to close with just one little simple thing. And today, I may have said this before, and I'm talking to myself too. Have you been kind today? Have you been kind to anybody? I know I realize sometimes if I go through a drive-through line or sometimes somebody don't treat me too nice or, I think well, maybe they're just having a bad day or something happened, and I try to think about that, and I just be kind anyway, because I truly believe that kindness comes back to you in some way. And I just wanted to share that, right? So if you wasn't kind today to somebody, you got tomorrow. Okay. So I thank you guys, everybody, new ones, my faithful subscribers. Have a good evening. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.